Thank you for joining me. My name is Amir Barak. I'm a day and a swing trader for the last 12 years. What I want to create, and lucky us, this is the 8th session, weekly session, Wednesday, 1 p.m., is to bring a topic that actually excite, inspire me, and I'm getting a lot of suggestions from you. So we're gonna do some of your topic. We did. And the purpose of this is basically what I see in trading is pushing you to be better. Because if I usually ended every session with, if it doesn't challenge me, it won't change me. This is the way I'm watching and looking at trading. Not just grabbing something and run away. This is really a beautiful professional. You have to push yourself, you have to learn. And this is what we are doing here. It's 15 minutes, but I think it's enough. We have another session of usually day trading like we did this week, and Sunday I'm posting the swing, so it started to be a schedule in the last month and a half. More people join, and hope you enjoy and love this session. So today, the topic of today is something that probably never happened to you, and hopefully it won't, but let's face it, dealing with big loss. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover some reason, we're gonna deal with the influence of this, what it caused you, and then like everything there is solution. Yeah, it seems like the end of the world, but definitely there is a solution for that. And again, feel free to ask questions while we are talking, and again, thank you for joining me. So what's the reason? Again, everything has to have a reason. If we're doing a good trade, a bad trade, getting out, there is a reason. I think the crucial thing in trading, we need to analyze every situation, create a playbook, because even if a trade great, it actually can be even better. So we need to know the reasons. So the first reason for a big loss is trading without plan. No plan, which most of the people do. So it suddenly comes out of the blue, and just because you don't have a plan. And we're going to talk about what is a plan. And then when you don't have a plan and something tragic happen, we are letting emotion to get over the logic, and you know what's happened when we are getting emotion. Nothing good. Some of us has a trading plan, but for some reason we are not following it. Why? Because it's not convenience. It's not convenience. Why? Because we're going to talk about this. And then when we are not following it, we are start using those words that I hate: hope, predict, which don't have any, not relevant to trading. And then we're trying to, of course, this next phase is trying to justify the new situation. Maybe it's coming to come back, and then we're not seeing clear the chart because we are seeing the P&L, and maybe the market correct, and definitely we are not trading in the zone. Okay, so one thing is to know, one of the reasons for a big loss is lots of activities. Again, coming back to trading with no plan, lots of activities. When you trade less, it means that you analyze every trade. So when you analyze every trade, you have enough time to know exactly why are you getting. But when you actually grab everything you get, you just jump from trade to trade, you are actually in a very crucial situation to be exposed to that. And of course, some of the biggest losses are trades that should not be taken even. Now, the most problem of big losses, it's prevent you from growth as a trader. You know the situation. You can get very few percentage, and I saw people with good percentage of success, then one huge loss, wrap, crap, and everything. And then what's happened at the end of the week, month, whatever, it prevents from your winner to shine because, you know, one stupid big loss, you know, just killed everything. And then you need a resilient mindset to deal with loss. Okay, and we're going to talk about this. People are making too much for the losing trade. I'm talking about just regular losing trade. One of the things that you need to understand is when you are trading with a plan, and for me a plan is reason to get into a trade, meaning good risk reward, good sector, good momentum, whatever. I can give you tons of. This is not a lecture for that. And some of those situations we are wrong, and it's okay. But, and I do it a lot, you have on your back of a mind, you need to know that some of the opportunity let you a second chance. So it's not a problem. Okay. We are not, guys, the best traders percent success are 30-40%, you know? It's astonish you. Why? I don't know, but because they can try. Some good trades can be maybe the second, the third. You cut your losses small and let your winner go. That's the key. So it's not a problem that I'm trying to prevent you from trading, but definitely a second chance is one. And again, it's not a problem to be wrong. Leave it behind, move on. Happened to me a lot. And the most important is, because people are taking it very personally, you should be smart, not right. Okay? People want to justify why they got in, so they need to stick to the trade, which is totally stupid. Okay? Lost, again, I see a lot of analysts said I have a red J, I have a red trade, I started red. Guys, losing is part of the trading DNA. Again, if you have a good reason to get into trade and it ended, so it ended. Again, if you have a good solid stop, we're going to talk. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. You can be wrong. Move on. Move on. Again, this is not an emotion occupation. Happen, move on. And one of the move on is you can't think that you're going to fix it immediately. Okay, I'm red, now I have to be green. Now, okay, I lost $500. Now I'm in a trade. Okay, now 500. Now I have to push the button so I will be equal. This is bullshit because each trade is a different story. Okay? Nobody cared that you lost in Apple, whatever. Next trade is a new trade. Okay? Now, when you have a doubt, I mean, this is part of situation. When you have a doubt in trade and then you got a big loss on, start to listen to yourself. We're going to talk in a second about important things to actually help you. If you have a doubt, reassess the situation and don't get into a trade. Because again, the problem with the big loss, which is the topic here, is it actually can destroy lots of green trade into a mess. And this is unacceptable, you know, in the professional. Now, this is, you're going to see, now it seems like the end of the world. This is the easier trading problem that can be fixed. Really, easier. This is the first things when I'm talking and I'm trading one-on-one with students. This is the easiest things to clean it. So you're going to be open-minded to the trading, not to the fear of loss. It allows you, when you actually deal with that, to focus on the being better instead of, you know, extinguishing fire. Okay, let's talk about solution. Okay? Self-talk. Now, I'm trying to do something. It's breaking the 50, half of my ad. If it's breaking the 50, half of my ad. Always you need to think in advance. Again, always you need to think in advance. Oh, now it's 1870. What I'm doing. Always. Now it's 1870. What I'm doing. Always. This self-talk for me. You always need to know in advance. Okay, if it's going here, you always need to know in advance. Okay, if it's going here, for example, if it's going above the 50, 50. For example, if it's going above the 50, 50, not getting out. Stop around here all the time. You need to be around here all the time. You need to be on top. What we heard right now was a trading that we did this week, a day trading. We did it on Monday or Tuesday. No, Monday, I think. Okay. Now the voice is okay, Kumar. Just I'm gonna wait to just get because there's a little bit delay. Yes, okay. So what you heard from me, I was talking to you, but usually this is what I'm doing when I'm trading, and that means I'm getting into a trade. I know exactly where is my stop. I know exactly where is the partial. So I'm not trying to invent myself. So I'm following my, when I'm talking, you actually put it everything out loud. And then you're not surprised when something happens. So this self-talk is crucial because it helps you to understand and not to be surprised, because it keeps you focused. Okay? Keep you focused. You're on it. Can solve problem before it happens, because when you get into the trade and you see the result, the support, the resistance, you know exactly above this level, above, you heard me saying, I don't know, there was a delay, but okay, 40 cents above, if it's going to go there, I'm going to be out. Now, we're going to do a solution for that, but this is something that is pretty important, because some of the biggest loss happen because, again, unawareness and not following the trading plan. Okay, one of the solution is simple one, breaks. I'm doing it a lot. Why? Because sometimes a big loss comes after a process of, let's say, bad trading, and you're not focused, and you need to understand, and you need to be aware of yourself. So, taking a breaks is good because it cut you from a situation and bring you back fresh. Now, doing nothing is also an action, even when you're in front of the computer. It's an action. It's part of the routine. How long a break? It really depends. Sometimes I can make 5, sometimes 30. It really depends. You have to understand and get this routine. After a loss / big loss / big win, our mindset is weak / too strong. Nobody can know you in trading as you are. So you have to see the signs, and the easiest thing, at least for me, is getting out. And the purpose of this is when you have even a small loss and you're a little bit red, and this is why I wrote you, it's better to be weak, because even when you're weak and you feel not in your best, the next phase is to be broken. You don't want. And taking a break, this easier thing is just, give you opportunity to get away for this trading scene. For a second, get out, take your eyes away. And before we continue, just small reminder, I have a one-on-one mentor in which everything that we are talking around today, is what we are doing. What's nice about this, it's not recording. It's not, you listen. We are doing it live. Myself, and I start to do even with two friends. I have kind of, I don't know, in the last 6 months, I twice did. After years, I did only one. So, This is a quote that I like to read from Mike Bellafiore. It's one of the best proprietary trades company, and he wrote here, it's okay to be frustrated, it's okay to take a few minutes to rant, but now what are you going to do to get better? Will you turn that frustration into fuel to do the work that will make you a better trader? How your answer will be seen in your future P&L. So if you're interested, reach to me. Solution, guys. I know that there's a lot of belief about this, but put a hard stop at the right point. When I'm trading with students, doesn't matter how long. First thing when we are getting into a trade, hard stop. Why? Because it's take your anxiety, if you're a very excited trader, from level 10 already to minimize by half and more. Why? Because I, for example, work with a risk unit, so I know exactly every trade how much I'm going to lose. So if you put a hard stop, you're definitely limited, and in your mindset, it's pretty important. Again, you're going to hear reason to not to put it by usually trader. They're afraid of spikes to kick you guys. Most of the time it's crap. The problem is, and I'm going to show you, where you put your stop. If you put on the wrong place, you're going to be out. Another reason why it should be done. A lot of people talk about this bullshit mental stop, which they don't have a mentality. So just to say it and you're not following it, you need a solution. And again, you're losing too much in those trades and need a simple solution. Guys, it's a simple solution. It's a process. I have a process why I should get into a trade. When I'm getting to the trade, hard stop, and then you are focusing. Now, as I told you, this is solution can be done immediately and now. So again, where to put the stop? Find the right support for the stop. Put the hard stop few cents under. So for example, if this is the spike here, the low, and let's say it's not a spready stock, put it 2-3 cents under. Again, if it's a spready stop, take the spread into consideration. So let's assume the stop here is, let's say, 23.80 and you have a 10-cent spread. Has to be around 23.69, 70, something like this. Take the spread into consideration. Okay? So it's very important not to, because this is where usually everybody see, and then everybody's been hidden because it's not put in the right place. And again, when you have a stop, you're going to see that you're going to be able to start reading the charts. Not be afraid of, I'm trading sometimes the people, as they push the button, already they start, weeping and crying and start the anxiety. Why? If you have a solution, move on. So, main focus going forward. So we talked about dealing with big loss. Worst trading problem for me. And again, easiest to fix. Prevent you from your trading to grow. Self-talk, guys. Self-talk. Before, during. It's a great tool, at least for me, to keep you focused on the trade. Target, stop. Hard stop at the right place. And again, don't feel that you in front of the computer you need to trade. Most of the biggest losses came from trades that you should not take. So doing nothing is also an action. The consecutive control for situation, execution, action, and review the process, because what we want all the trades, let them go. So sit in your trading seat, observe the price action, wait for your trade, bounce. Again, Mike Bellafiore, SMB Capital. And the purpose of all of this, I told you, we need to crush our limited belief, because if you want to be here and we want to survive, we need to change those things day by day. Every Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to have a 15-minute mentorship, which in each session we're going to develop a new topic in order to cause you to be a better trader. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye.